He is the CEO of TargetSmart, a political data analytics company. So, Tom, looking at what's out there in Maricopa County, what's out there in Clark County, how are you reading those two races and potentially what happens with the third-party libertarian votes going one way or the other, or dividing between Walker and Warnock, or staying home?
Yeah, these are the key questions we're expecting to hear. And as you know, these things change on a moment-by-moment basis. We're waiting to hear from Clark County, Nevada, obviously, where almost 75% of the votes in the states are coming from, and the state is coming from, about how many votes. But right now, Democrats believe there are about 100,000 votes still to be counted from Clark County, Nevada. Those are overwhelmingly mail votes, which we know were overwhelmingly Democratic votes. If those numbers bear out, that's a very good sign for Cortez Masto. And the other thing we have to keep in mind is ballot curing. It's something we've seen in other states, but Nevada is a state that allows that, and mail ballots can keep coming in. So this is one we're going to have to keep watching for a while here. Similarly, in Arizona, Maricopa County, as you know, there are hundreds of thousands of votes still out in Arizona. What we've seen so far in Arizona is that Mark Kelly, it's what we've been reporting through the early vote period, is that Mark Kelly was overperforming with those early votes. Again, this is one that's looking to be very close. At this point, there are certainly a lot of things that the Kelly campaign has to feel good about. In Georgia, in that runoff, another big question here is just the time period. We have to remember it's only a 4-week runoff. That means mail ballots, which are a big advantage for Democrats, not just in Georgia, but around the country, won't be as big of a factor in Georgia in the runoff. That said, Senator Warnock and his team know how to win in these runoff situations. They did it 2 years ago. They'll be looking to do it again next month.
And, Tom, what are the possible Senate scenarios you're looking out for in terms of which one goes which way and Georgia becomes the definitive all-in race?
Yeah, well, I think we'll know a lot more just in terms of the landscape, right? And that Republicans need to win at this point 2 of those 3 remaining seats to be called. Arizona is one that I don't think they feel as good about right now. If that goes, then they have to run the table. They would have to then win Nevada and then win Georgia in a runoff. That's certainly something that's difficult. And again, if these numbers we are hearing out of Clark County, that we're seeing potentially another 100,000 votes coming in, and again, we should be finding out about that momentarily, that makes Nevada look difficult for them too. So they're facing an uphill battle. It's not that it can't be done, but they are facing a scenario where if they don't win one of Arizona or Nevada, then this runoff isn't for control anymore.
We'll see what happens. Tom Bonier, thank you so much. We have some news from Steve Scalise making it official. Not going to be challenging Kevin McCarthy. Will be running for majority leader